going on, y'all? It's your boy, Staz, the Italiano, a.k.a. ESPN Staz. We back out again with another interview for AZ Way Too Active, man. This is the definition of active, you dig? I got a special artist sitting right next to me, man. He been making some noise out here for years. He been doing his shit nationally, making moves on, all around the country, man. I got Lordphx in the building. What's good with it, bro?
What's going on, man? It's a pleasure to be here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you for pulling up on me, man.
Hell yeah.
You feel me? We linked through, mutual homies and shit a couple years ago and shit, and we just been seeing each other, out at events and all that, and it's always been good vibes, love and shit. You know what I mean? Real humble human being. So, you know what I mean? It's good that we could finally make this happen.
Hell yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to finally pull up, and just talk about everything going on. I see you guys got a lot going on. Shout out AZ Way Too Active for bringing me in here tonight.
No, yeah. Salute, man. Salute. So, speaking of things that you got going on, man, the project, Hardest Lover.
Yeah.
Your most recent project is out now.
Yeah.
How's the response been to the project, man, and how has this been different from your other projects?
It's been doing really good. I think that my fan base is like very, very excited that I could just tap into my, my inside, like just I'm not just rapping about just random shit, just being cool, chains, music, money, girls, none of that. I'm like tapping into my soul, putting my energy into it, my heart into it, and I think that my fan base is really fucking with it because it's like genuine, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They can tell it's coming from the heart, it's sincere, it's genuine, so it's like they rocking with that, you know what I mean?
Hell yeah, yeah, and what I've noticed from your other records and your other projects is you was doing a lot more melodic, like singing type shit. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, where did that come from? Was this just like, what, I want to try this, or has it always kind of been in you to be like, more melodic instead of just spitting bars, hip hop shit?
Right. So no, it's always been in me since I was like a little kid. Okay. I was kind of like. I'm talking about like teenager. I was into singing. Singing was always cool for me.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't never been a thing where I was like, I'm definitely gonna do it. But I just think that one day I woke up and I was like, you know what? I want to make like music that everybody gonna feel like to their heart. You know what I mean? Like rapping, it could be done, but singing, you know what I mean? You could feel it. You know what I'm saying? Because I know me like listening to other artists sing and like auditions or like. Those TV shows that do like those auditions for people to get to the top, they sing like you can feel it, like with passion. You know what I mean? Because you can feel the passion with singing. Rapping, you can feel it too, but it's different. You can hear a voice. You know what I mean? However the voice comes off, it can make you feel sad or it can make you feel happy. So I wanted to dig deep. You know what I mean? And make something like that to where they can feel it.
Hell yeah!
I think everybody's loving it and respecting that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah, and I noticed that you didn't have like crazy.
I wanted to showcase that, honestly.
Yeah. Y'all go check that out, man. The Hardest Lover is out now on all platforms, Spotify, YouTube Music. For y'all that don't got the money, you dig? There's free platforms out there. Google Play, all that. Yes, sir. So, man, for those that don't know, man, are you from Arizona? And if not, where are you from originally? And when you came, if you're not from here, where did you come to Arizona from where you were from originally? Like when you came from out of town, where did you land at in Arizona?
Right. No, I definitely give you the breakdown of that. So I've always been from the East Coast. I was born in Maryland, where Washington, D.C. is at.
Okay. I
left there when I was 10 years old, and I moved to Orlando, Florida, like around 10, 11 years old. And I've been doing music since I was like, I've always been writing music since I was like 11 years old, but the first time I got in the studio was 16 years old, so this is still Orlando. 16, 17 years old, started doing shows in downtown Orlando.
Okay.
And just finally making music, and everybody out there was just kind of like, you got to take it seriously. You got to do this, bro. You got talent. Like, you could do it. You know what I mean? I didn't really like the vibe of it that much because, it's like mainly like trap and like hood shit. You don't really hear a lot of melodic or too much craziness coming out of Orlando as far as like music-wise other than trap music. And that wasn't really my thing, so... I want to say like around 21-ish, 22-ish, I came out to Arizona. And I always been living on the north side. Shout out north side, Phoenix, Arizona, you know what I mean?
Salute, man.
You know what I mean? But I came out on the north side. And everything's been genuine since I came to Arizona. Like I came out here, started going to clubs, paying DJs to play my songs, doing shows, been on 98.3, been on 101.1, like all the stations, opened up for major artists. Just started. It was way easier when I came out here because, it's not like a major artist has ever come out of Arizona, so it's a little different. I feel like out here, when people hear something new, you know what I mean, if they like it, they're gonna just gravitate towards it, and it could grow. You know what I mean? There's room for growth.
Hell yeah. You know, there's lots of room for growth. You know, definitely like out here, like you said, there hasn't been that, besides like some singers and stuff, but you know, there hasn't been that hip hop artist to really go crazy, like really go blow on a national level. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
People have been making moves for sure. There's a lot of dope artists out here, but
right.
you know that lane is wide open. You feel me, bro?
It is.
Keep working and keep showcasing that talent that you have. You know what I mean? So right now, where do you currently reside? Are you still on the north side?
I am actually, yeah.
Okay. That's what's up, man.
And that is my plan to like represent, you know what I'm saying, Phoenix, Arizona, put that on my shoulders, you know what I mean, and just take it to that next level. You know what I mean? So everybody in the industry just knows like what it sounds like.
Yeah. So if somebody asks like, where are you from, man? Are you repping Orlando, or are you saying, yo, I'm Arizona, I'm AZ? Like,
no, I'm repping Arizona.
Arizona.
Cause it's been so genuine, and like, you know what I mean, like,
yeah.
I don't mean to make it sound too easy, but it kind of was too easy just to get my name out here. Like just different DJs, different promoters, different clubs, like opening up for artists. It didn't really come too hard to where I was stressed out. Like, damn, I can't really get my name out here. You really just gotta go out. You know what I mean? And let yourself be known. Like, let them see you, talk to them. Mm-hmm. And if you have good music, too, it's not too hard. Like, you know what I mean? People would just be like, this is good. Like, I'm going to play this. Like, that's kind of how it went. Like, I would pay the DJs, but then they was like, I'm going to play it for free because, you know what I mean? Your music sound good, so you don't got to pay me. Like, and it just kept going to where people was like, who is that? And then more opportunities would come. Video footages would surface up of the club playing my songs. And
hell yeah.
It would just go, it's like connecting the dots. Everything would go to the next level.
Hell yeah.
And that's kind of how I got to doing shows in different states, too, from like hosting clubs and performing in California and Hollywood to Denver, Colorado to Salt Lake City, Utah. It all kind of happened just because I got my name out here real big. They followed behind, and then like all that opportunity just transferred into the next state because once the state can see that you got a state behind you, they're going to, you know what I mean? If it's good, a lot of people could take a chance like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
As long as you build the groundwork, that's what I think of it.
Hell yeah, that's important, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it's like for the artists out there that's watching this and shit, the creators out there, it's like when you go to these clubs, yeah, it's all fine and dandy to go out and turn up, like, you know, get faded and shit. You know, y'all want to black out and all that, but you know, if you were artists out here, like, you know, have you some drinks and whatnot and feel good, but take advantage of the network. Like, talk to these DJs, like, talk to these promoters, like, you know, make your face be known. You feel me? Especially out here. They got new clubs popping up out here all the time. Like,
exactly.
It's important for an artist, you know what I mean?
Yeah, because, like, if your music is good, you got to get it out there because the internet's not enough. It could go well on the internet, but if you're in person and your energy is right, you know what I'm saying, it's going to come out the right way.
Hell yeah, it hit different.
Yeah.
It hit different for sure. So, speaking of the music, man, you know, you obviously been making music, you know, like I said before, for a minute. When you go in the studio, man, like, what is your recording process like? You know, like, what is essentially like, you know, a day or a night for Lordphx in the studio creating?
Right. So it could really go either way. I mean, I naturally have a good ear for music. If I hear a beat that I like, I could literally have a song done in 10, 15, 20 minutes. You know what I mean? But I literally just, I go with the flow of the beat. I don't just, like, be ready to just rap some shit. Like, I use my voice as an instrument, you know what I mean? Like, melodic-wise, harmony-wise, like, I just figure out what sounded best. And I'm just, like, ready to punch in, just ready to just make a song. I might sip a little bit here and there, you know what I mean, just to get that energy levels up on myself. But
catch a vibe.
Yeah, but most of the time, like, if I go, I kind of already have an idea of how I want to go about it, you know what I mean? But I am very well capable of just creating something right on the spot. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, I've always had a good ear. Like, I could hear a beat, and within, like, 5 seconds, I could be like, that's not it. You know what I mean? So if I do hear something, I'm willing to get on. Yeah. Like, honestly, like, 10 minutes, I could have that shit, like, just going. You know what I mean?
That's what's up, man. Shit, that goes to say a lot, man, because, you know, there's artists out there that take, like, 30 takes, like, you know what I mean? It takes some artists, it takes them a minute to do one song.
It does. I've been in the studio with a lot of artists, and I just be chilling, like, it's taking forever.
Hell yeah.
I don't know, maybe that's because artists will go in there, they just don't have any idea what they want to do. They just play random beats and just like, I'm going to figure something out. I don't really operate like that. Like, if I go in, I know if I want to do just rap songs, how I'm feeling, you know what I mean? If I want to do, like, melodic songs, R&B songs, I already have that vibe, like, already in me. You know what I mean? So when something's played and I like it, it's just like a natural flow because that was already my energy. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So there's no time wasted, no 100 takes, none of that.
Yeah, no, that's real, man. Like I said, y'all better take notes, man, and listen to this game because that's important. Especially if you're trying to do a feature with like a major artist, or you trying to collab with somebody. They not trying to see that shit. Like,
They not.
they is not trying to see that shit. They want to see an efficient artist. You know what I mean? So that leads me into my next question, man. As far as like working with artists, collabing, networking out here, like who have been some artists that you've like worked with, nationally, locally or nationally, like
Right.
who have been some, big names or some poppin' AZ names that you've networked with, collabed with, worked with in general.
Right. So I have many records across the board. I would say Migos DJ Darrell.
Oh,
He's got on one of my songs
Okay.
about 4 or 5 years back. That's kind of how it started, me doing big collabs. I did a collab with Jose Guapo. He's not really known in Atlanta. You know
Jose
what I'm saying?
Guapo, yeah, he was on the mixtapes a lot with like Rich the Kid,
Exactly.
Migos back in like 2012, 13ish.
Yeah, I grew up listening to Rich the Kid, Migos, and Jose Guapo when they first was getting shit going. You know what I mean?
Bro, a lot of people don't know that, bro. I came up on that shit too, bro.
Yeah. Being in high school, like listening to all that, that shit was crazy.
Hell yeah, that was that shit.
I got a record with OG Mako.
Okay, that's what's up.
There's a well-known artist in California. His name is AD. He's from Compton.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Yep.
I got me and Kurt Cobain started a record too. I met him in October.
Okay.
We actually started a record. He fucks with me heavy.
That's what's
We
up.
gonna really get some shit going. But I got him. I actually just recently did a song with Bankroll Fresh's little brother. His name is KD the Flair.
Bankroll's little brother.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that's pretty major.
Rest in peace, Bankroll Fresh.
Yeah, and that record came out tough. And Kirko's producer actually wants to work with me a lot and get in the studio and just create. His name is Most Likely.
Okay.
I fuck with him tough.
Yeah, I heard of him. Yeah.
But I would recommend that upcoming artists collaborate. You know what I'm saying? Step outside of your box and just like meet different people, work with different people because you just kind of never know. And you want to tap into your artistry. You know what I mean? And create. You don't want to just be stuck in one box. Like I'm gonna just do me. I'm gonna just focus on mine because that could really elevate your mindset. You know what I mean? Like working with different people. When you see how they think and hear different kind of beats that they have that you never heard. Like it's like the next level.
Hell yeah. No, I agree. That's what's up. So, piggybacking on that, who are 5 artists, if you could work with, who are 5 artists that you would want to work with, and why? And this could be locally or nationally.
Let me see. I would say definitely Future.
Future? A brief, like a short, quick why.
He's always motivated me, like in my life, like coming up. He's always, he makes music about the struggle, how tough it was, and how he ain't ever gonna change. So that shit kind of motivated me coming up. You know what I mean, from the bottom. And he stepped outside of his box. Like he used to just make just trap, and now he's got melodic too, and he gets on songs where you can feel it too. You know what I mean? So I respect that. I would say Drake, obviously, because I feel like he gets the respect he deserves. He is who he is. Like we all respect him. We know what it is. But I feel like if I had that chance to be, you know what I mean, where he's at in the studio all the time, best producers in the world, like working, I feel like I could possibly outdo him. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be honest. It's just because I can rap and I can sing too, just like he can. I just feel like he's had the teachings, he's had the people around him to where, you know what I mean, he can elevate to that level. I'm building it from the ground up.
Yeah.
But like I said, it's never too late.
Hell yeah.
You know, my time will come with that.
That's two big names right there.
Yeah. I would say A Boogie with the hoodie.
Hey, Boogie.
I like how he came up. You know what I mean? He comes up with that vibey, real music you can feel. He can rap and he can sing too, so I respect that. I like that because I respect it, but I never been too big on artists to where they have one sound to where if a song comes on or if it says featuring that artist, I already know what it's going to sound like, what it's going to be. That gets kind of boring to me. So I like hearing artists that I don't know what they expect. You know what I mean? When the song comes on, like we'll just see.
Hey, Boogie's one of those artists for sure.
I would say
so that's 3. 2 more.
Let me see. 2 more. Let me tap into the Atlanta and see what we got. I definitely fuck with Free Young Thug. I think Young Thug is different. I think that would be a challenge for me. You know what I mean? Just like because he's somebody that's unpredictable. Like I said, you know what I mean. You put some, you don't know what's gonna happen. Man. But I kind of consider myself like that. I might not have reflected that 100% just yet, which me and my manager TJ been talking about. Like me just getting in the studio and just kind of just like just going off, letting it fly. You know what I mean? Because most of the time I do, like I said, I know what I want to do. Like before I go to the studio, I have a mindset. But we want to see what it's gonna be like if I just go in there, and just go, you know what I'm saying, just let it rip, let it off. I feel like Young Thug is like that. I know he definitely punches in. Like I said, Free Spider.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And I would say for a fifth artist, that would be tough. I don't listen to too many artists. Like, I mean, I don't know. Let me see.
Maybe some other artists in other genres. Maybe.
Yeah, that's a good question. I would say, I would kind of have to put it tie and tie with Anuel, A&A, or Ozuna. And then, you know, they in the Spanish culture, so I like their music. Like, I don't listen to, you know what I'm saying, the Spanish culture on my own time, but when I hear it, I like the vibe. I think it's very good music. I know they're very talented and well known. I think that'd be a challenge for me. And I would be willing to just go through that process of, you know what I mean, creating with them and making something great.
Oh, yeah. Hey, man, I'll listen to reggaeton. That's just fly.
Yeah, it is. It is, honestly.
Dope music, for sure.
I've never heard it and wanted it just to be shut off. The time I heard it was a vibe. I was like, yeah, this is cool.
Hell yeah. And, you know, and there's, I mean, obviously in the industry and the mainstream, there is like records with, you know, the Spanish and English. You know what I mean? Like, that's common now.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, especially with what Cardi's doing. You know what I mean? So, shit, that's what's up, bro. Like, that's really dope. You know what I mean? The reggaeton. So, you know, I want to ask you, you know, speaking of mainstream, what sets you apart, you know, from mainstream artists, A, and then B, what does, you know, an artist have to do to set themselves apart, you know, from mainstream artists and all the other artists out there? Because sometimes it can get saturated like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
You feel me? So, what are your
100%.
thoughts?
My thoughts on that, what sets me apart as far as me from mainstream?
You first.
Yeah, me from mainstream, I would just say I'm just missing that door to be open just for me to be there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I actually truly believe that I can make better music than a lot of people that are mainstream. You know what I mean? Like, just melodic wise, rapping wise, I could do both. I can mix them both together. Like, I'm not really stuck in a box. I'm not really just in one lane when it comes to creating good music. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I honestly, I'm gonna say this humbly, but I honestly feel like I'm the best in Arizona, anywhere close in my region, just of creating music. You could say there's a better like rapper, like a bar for bar, or there's a better singer. You know what I mean? But we talking about music as a whole. Like, you could put on a country beat, you could put on a singing beat or a trap beat, and I'm gonna be able to adapt to either one. You know what I mean? Just creating good music because I have a good ear for it. I've been doing it for some time. Like, I think I'm the best at creating. You know what I mean? Good music. And like I said, what sets me apart from the mainstream is just that. Like, I'm not in that room with them yet, but I know when I am, it's gonna be a problem for them. I mean, you know, obviously, I'm just gonna stay in my lane, do me.
Hell yeah, that's what's up. What do you think it takes for another artist to set themselves apart? What do they got to do? Right,
they just got to do something different. Like, not talk about the same thing that's already out, not look like the people that's already out. They got to do something that sets themselves apart where you see or you hear that person, you just know it's them. Like, oh, that's so and so. You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of just how it has to be.
Yes, sir.
Even like if you do like something that's go viral, like on the TikTok or the, you know what I mean, Instagram or YouTube, they got to see your shit and just within 10 seconds be like, I got to tell somebody about this. You know what I mean? That's kind of how it has to be these days.
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
Or they got to hear your shit and just be like, they got to hear this song. I know so and so coming up or so and so got a buzz here and there, but it's so far I got to tell somebody about it.
Hell yeah. Word of mouth is key, and like you said, nowadays is like, if that shit's not hitting in like the first 10 seconds,
right,
it's like, all right, they gonna skip.
Right, and that's kind of why. See, that's kind of why I wanted to come with the hardest lover, because the generation and the world we live in now is like based on people just trying to promote, you know, fucking all these girls and partying and not being loyal, and you know, people will idolize and see other couples and be like, oh, so and so they locked in, like. But then so cheated, you know what I mean? And they'll be like, see, this is why I should just cheat. Or see, this is why they look at the bad and don't look at the good. But there's a lot of people that are up there that do have healthy relationships, and they're about love and genuine vibes. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like it's a lot of negative vibes that get promoted. It's just
sheesh, I agree, bro.
And I want to come different to the game. You know what I mean? More positive vibes, like get you a queen, like get you a team. You know what I'm saying? Get established and then get you a queen. You know what I'm saying? Have everything established. Like all the other stuff is messy. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah, I agree, bro. That's what's up. You know what I mean? I like that. Because there's just so much toxic shit, bro. It's like all these memes, like these IG pages, like You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's entertainment, I guess. You feel me? Like funny, I guess you could say it's funny or whatever. Like, but it's like, all right, it's like, you know, there's positive shit out there. Like,
Right.
you
It's
know
like,
what I mean?
it's like
There's
a lot of people
queens
don't.
out there. Like,
Yeah,
you
like a
know
lot
what
of
I mean?
people don't push the positive. There's so much memes and posts and stuff that make you like, oh, don't trust your lover, or don't trust this person because they just going. Yeah, why can't people promote the positive? You know what I mean? Like,
Yo, like I seen some shit the other day, bro. Wallow and Gilly, man, $1,000,000 worth of game shit.
yeah,
Gilly was talking about the Michael B. Jordan challenge. It was like, you ask your girl the sexiest man in the world type shit, and if she don't answer it this way, throw her away type shit. I'm like, what's the point of that? Like, you know what I mean? Like, just bringing that whole shit. I'm just like, come on, what's the point?
yeah, that whole energy. That's the wrong energy
That
to
whole
have.
energy wrong as fuck.
Why you want to touch your lover? Why you want to, you know what I'm saying, be in
Yeah.
positions like that?
Yeah, it's just like it's just starting unnecessary drama. Like,
Right.
you know what I mean? I thought that shit was corny, low key, but I guess it's entertainment. You feel me? That's what the people need.
Yeah, people love entertainment.
Yeah, man. So, but anyway, man. So, Toon Baby, man. Explain the inspiration behind that name, why you call yourself that, and how that came about.
Hell yeah. So see, Toon Baby is me like basically saying that I've been through so many things in my life, so much pain, this and that. I came from like it's to where a point to where I can honestly say that my insides felt like they died, but I decided to revive them and come back in a positive way. See, that's what Phoenix. See, it started with Phoenix, Lordphx. Lord part,
Phoenix, yeah.
Lord part is just motivation, like just high power, wanting to be like a high power in this world. Phoenix part is a Phoenix bird comes back from its ashes reborn.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So, Toon Baby is me saying that I came back from my ashes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Reborn, and that's kind of where I was at, like the tombstone, gravestone, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
And that's just me kind of humbly like acknowledging that it happened. You know what I mean? But just understanding too that I can be that positive voice of saying that, yeah, bad things happen in my life,
Yeah.
but I'm going to reflect the good things. Like, you can go through a lot of things bad in life, but you don't have to let that affect you to where you're just going to stay there. You know what I'm saying? Stay in those bad mindsets, stay in those problems. Like, you can still do positive things and get yourself out.
Hell yeah.
And be a good voice, you know what I mean, for the world.
Hell yeah, you know, and it's like, you know, I try and tell people that I you know, associate with, friends, family, you know, even people I don't really know that I have conversations with in the world. It's like no matter what you're going through, man, like it makes you a stronger person. So like whatever you're going through, rise up.
Exactly.
From that. No matter if it's the worst of the worst, like, you know, it's gonna get better if you be strong.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Can't give up. It's going to get better.
You can't give up. You know what I mean? Because God's gonna make it right. You know what I mean? You just gotta have that positive mindset.
Yeah. And that's just me saying that I didn't give up. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like, I done had family died, people turn their backs on me, stab my, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
To where it hurt me, but I ain't give up. I didn't sit there and be like, you know what? It's too hard for me. It's too tough. Like, I was like, I'm gonna be a positive voice. I'm gonna let people know they can go through a lot of things in life, but they still gonna be, if they go for it, if they put their passion and be genuine and put their love towards something or a person, however they want to go about it, it can always turn out good. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah, I feel you. So I want to ask you, man, what do you think about the current music scene in Arizona? What do you think needs to happen for it to kind of have like that? Like, you remember when like St. Louis had like that wave back in the day, or Houston, like, you know, these smaller markets in the entertainment industry, then just have their time. Like, what do you think needs to happen for Arizona to have that?
I think the people that support, as far as like radios and promoters and podcasts and DJs, I think everybody needs to step outside of that box of knowing who they want to support and just be open-minded to hearing everything.
Yeah.
And just help them build, you know what I'm saying, build another artist, build the sound, like, because I feel like it's a lot of room out here for people to grow, but it's like once you've grown, a lot of the fan base and a lot of the supporters out here will just stick to that. They won't show no love to this over here or that over there. They'll just stay where they at and they'll support that one person, which is good, you know what I mean, because you want a fan base that supports you, right? You know, diehard fans and so, but there's also other people in the city, also other people putting in the work to where you don't got to block them out and not get them their flowers too, you know what I mean? I feel like everybody's just kind of in their own lane, and it don't have to be like that. 'Cause, you know, like in Atlanta, so many artists have collabed and built together, and you know what I mean, been a team to where it's like they hear something good, they see somebody got a good wave and respecting the city, they gonna rock with them. But I feel like out here, they don't care. Like if they rock with this person, we're not hearing the other person.
Yeah.
So everybody should just come together, you know what I mean, just represent the culture as one and like a sound, you know what I mean, sound wise.
Hell yeah. You know, it needs that sound. You know, I think. You
Mm-hmm.
know, I think Arizona's became, or it's been like a huge melting pot. So
Yeah,
you know, we need that sound. But you know, it's coming. The wave's coming. The tsunami's coming. You feel
it's
me?
definitely coming.
But so man, I want to veer off a little bit, man. So I see you dripped out. You know what I mean? You know how important is fashion? You know, in the game, and what's your favorite place to shop? You know, for the drip.
Honestly, yeah, the fashion is very important. You gotta look like what you're talking about for one. You know what I
Uh-huh.
mean? You can't talk about this and that and not have nothing going on. Otherwise, people ain't gonna believe in you. I'm not saying you gotta fake it all the way. You gotta, you know what I mean, get out of pocket with it. But if you know where you at, you gotta show where you at. You know what I'm saying? Like
Exactly.
honestly, and like for me, shopping wise, I don't like to shop like in the mall too much like that because I don't want to buy something and everybody else got it too. That's kind of how I think. Like I don't want something that everybody got.
Okay.
I like to I go online and just like find different brands that it could be like a local brand in a different city and like in New York, or it could be in Miami. Just I want to wear something different, you know what I'm saying? But you definitely got to dress, you know what I mean, to show who you are, because people word of mouth, you know what I'm saying? Like you said, like if people see you, that's a reflection of what you are, what you're gonna talk about. So you definitely got to look like what you,
Hell yeah.
the image you're trying to put out.
Hell yeah, I agree. And for all you artists and creatives out here saying, "Oh, I'm gonna get this fake Gucci or fake this and that," nobody gonna know. Nah, we gonna know, bro. It ain't that. You feel me? If you can't afford it, don't get it. But you know, if you got it, man, drip yourself out. You feel me?
Yeah, all the way.
Get sauced up. You feel me? Have your own style. It's important. It don't gotta be all designer, but if you swag it out, you know what I mean. It'll go a long way.
Yeah,
Dig?
100%.
But yeah, man. So we gonna wrap it up pretty soon here, man. Let the people know what you got coming in 2023, man. What can they expect from Lordphx?
Hell yeah. So in 2023, I know a lot of my supporters want to see visuals from our latest project, Hardest Lover.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like I said, we said you can get that on all platforms right now.
Yes, sir.
That's a very well-rounded project. You know what I mean? I want to bring those songs to life with visuals and just focus on working with different marketing agencies and companies and kind of just push it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I want y'all to see what I'm talking about. I know people when they hear it, they can feel it, but now it's time for them to see. You know what I mean? And obviously, you know, we got a lot of songs in the vault too. We'll more than likely put another project together pretty soon here.
Okay.
I've just been creating, you know what I mean? I create on a daily, on a weekly, you know what I mean? So, but right now that is the main focus of just letting people see what I've been talking about on my latest project.
Hell yeah.
And just networking and working with more people outside of the city. You know what I mean? We don't want to, we don't never want to stay boxed in where we at. Like we always looking to tap in with different people all over.
Hell yeah. That's what's up. Hell yeah, man. So yeah, man, let the people know where they can find you. Artists, if you want to feature from Lordphx, you know, the floor is yours. Let them know where they can find you and all that.
Yeah, y'all make sure y'all tap in, man, on every single platform, Instagram, Twitter, all that, Snapchat. Lordphx, Lordphx. If you want to have an inquiry or a feature or book me for a show or something like that, it's bookinglordphx@gmail.com. You know what I mean? You can hit up my manager, TJ. And, you know what I'm saying? We staying active. We at AZ Way Too Active.
Yes, sir. You already know what it is. You know what I mean? We having active interviews all year long. You know, we only rocking with active artists, active creatives. You know, tap in with all of our interviews, man. Lordphx, I appreciate you pulling up. You know
Hell
what
yeah.
I mean? It's a pleasure once again, man.
It's always a pleasure.
Hell yeah. Once again, it's your boy Staz, the Italiano, a.k.a. ESPN Staz, because I'm bringing it to you like a highlight. You know, tap in with us, man. We out this bitch.
It's Lord.